military installations are no longer functional. Barstow, Fort Drum, Fort Mason, McClellan, Nellis, Norfolk, New London, and Wright-Patterson. These bases are confirmed
Jesus.
with predicted casualties of 90 to 100%.
There are easier ways to give up smoking, I'm told.
No sound. Although I guess it was a...
I came here to
couple.
ask for your help. We have several situations that
Cigarette
require a
container thing.
senior agent, but with De Silva already in the field and me tied to a desk and Nils... Well, you're the only one I can trust with this.
Nils dead.
Just go to
What
Ops
about the
and
other
access
dude
the
who
map.
was with me on
Do
the
I have a
first
choice?
mission?
Not really.
Glad to help out.
Yep. Anything new on the desk? Photo. Examine. Pima, New Mexico. Okay. And this one. My pride and joy. His kid. I guess that's good. Kind of looks a little weird though. It's probably just the old-timey looking picture, but it's animated. That makes it look weird. But yeah. Let's see what to do next. Let's go over here and harass these people.
Yes, I know, but... Yes, I'm very sure that... Look, I'll send the next available agent. That's all I can offer.
Hello.
I could really use your help.
That's me.
Have a moment?
You jump outside here.
How is it out there?
How bad do you think it is?
You've seen my reports from the field.
Imagine that everywhere else.
Ouch. It's going ouch.
That's no good.
No, but if it's any consolation, maybe you'll be getting some new tricks to use against the outsiders.
I'm listening.
Like that wire that's running across my arm. Or whatever those are. That looks cool. Wish it could be over my suit. Any hot spots?
Where's the worst of it?
We're hearing activity across the country, any place where there are people to report it. But the report per capita has been spiking in New Mexico.
Have we sent anyone to examine it?
De Silva took a team, but he hasn't reported back yet.
Silver seems competent. He should be able to handle himself. How's the team?
How are you holding up?
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, sir. As always.
And the rest of the operators?
Wouldn't know. We haven't had time to talk for the last 36 hours.
That makes sense.
That's all for now.
Thank you, sir. And keep up the good work. There are a lot of people out there who need you.
I will.
Hey, another giant piece of paper to read. Incident report from Rosemont, Georgia. Heavy alien construction has removed all but nominal traces of Rosemont University and the surrounding neighborhood. Military defenses have been obliterated. Nearly all civilian populace has been infected with the unknown sleepwalker ailment. A target wheel was successfully extracted, as were a number of unaffected civilians, currently in quarantine in medical bay for further study. Wreckage of enemy gunship has been delivered to lab with other outside artifacts for analysis. Mission successful. I guess that gunship is going to become the Sky Ranger in the new game? Wait, which is interesting. If we're basing it off of the gunship, why does the Sky Ranger have no guns? Mind blown. Like a big piece of paper that was really small. Or that one like the first level was like a torn sheet of paper and it scrolled like forever. Well, for a torn sheet of paper, of course. Hey, dude over here. Hey. Okay. Like we saw, just boxes everywhere. I'm supposing, I'm at least assuming eventually that's going to get unlocked. Might as well move these boxes. We'll be able to go up there. Maybe through those doors. Or maybe not through these doors. I hope we could at least go up there sometime. Hey.
Looks like you've had a rough time out there, Carter. Anything I can do to help?
Information.
Tell me you got some answers, Crud.
I've got a lot of questions, a few theories, but no answers, Carter.
What theories?
Anything might help. Why do you think they're attacking?
We're hoping the captive infiltrator can shed some more light on that. But right now, we know 2 key points. They were studying us before they attacked, so they knew they wanted something specific from us. Food, fuel, slaves, something.
And the other point?
They're building structures here, so it doesn't look like they'll be leaving once they get whatever it is they want.
That makes sense.
And what if what they
Well, it
want
could just be
is the
temporary
whole
buildings.
planet?
Then at least we know they
Structures,
won't
like
destroy
bases.
the Earth if we fail, right?
Like, it's gonna be like destroyed when they terraform it.
Figured out anything about what the outsiders are planning?
This is no interplanetary raid by Vikings from Mars. They're building permanent structures. Whatever their reason for attacking, they intend to stay.
That could
They're
still
doing
be
that with those seeds of
semi-permanent.
theirs?
Right you are. And those things can grow too. We've got reports of towers 10, 20 stories high.
And the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Sure,
Where
but
do those
only if we
things
can find a
coming
way to
from?
knock them
I
down.
mean, like, they're dropping from space, but they act like they even came from space.
What do we know about the sleepwalkers?
According to the doctors, they're in some sort of coma. Except they're walking around.
Okay.
And they've got no idea about the stuff around their eyes.
Yeah, that was brief.
How's our infiltrator doing?
He was screaming bloody murder at first, but then the doctors took something out of his head. Now he's calm as a pussycat.
I thought they only did that in asylums.
No, they removed some sort of device that was controlling him. Or maybe not controlling him, but sort of like a listening device.
Okay. I'll leave you to
If you
it.
get any insights, let us know.
Will do, Carter.
I'll talk to you
Boss
later.
says our own technology won't cut it. That we have to use the aliens' technology against them.
Right. I heard the same speech you did.
So then,
Huh.
where'd that thing in the hangar come from? Is it one of ours or one of theirs?
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that question.
Kind of a dumb question as well. I mean, where do you think it came from? Although I guess technically it is one of ours.
Relax. Still working out some power. If we were under attack, we wouldn't have to ask.
That's a point as well. Best take in all this information, people. You're working here. Anything else interesting on this desk? Ooh, some piece of paper. Non-readable though. That's never gonna be opened. And hey, okay. No trash? The trash for me to read? Okay. Oh. That was oh, that's weird. Shadows! Shadows! Okay then. Ooh, I'm gonna listen to
Examination, Doctor. Hold the patient down, damn it.
Anesthetics having no effect, Doctor. Tightening restraints.
You pathetic creatures. Children with sharp sticks, pretending to be doctors and warriors and priests. Base of neck shows signs of previous surgery. Long healed over. Performing first incision to examine. But the moment you find anything worth knowing, worth believing, you just cut it open to see how it works.
Gag applied, Doctor.
Thank you, Kelly. I'm finding some sort of
hope it was a ball gag.
threads running along the subject's spine. Exploring.
exploring. That sounds painful.
Seems to lead to some sort of metal bead.
Uh-huh.
Cutting threads and extracting for study.
I'll send this to the lab for analysis.
Subject now appears to be
Okay.
unconscious. Not a response to the anesthetic. Seems like he just went to sleep.
Temperature is up. Heartbeat is up. Respiration is up. Everything's within safe parameters, but
Bring him around. We need to see the results. Showing him up.
removing gag, administering stimulants.
What's happening?
Slap.
Who are you people? Where am I? We'll be asking the questions. Get him to recovery.
Okay then. Apparently that for some reason dropped frame rate. Examine. Director, this is the prototype I mentioned. Oh. Lightning. Nice. Although we did not shoot that down, at least not to my knowledge. So somebody else did. Okay, nothing else on this desk. You always have to be a creeper in everybody else's office. Or just moonwalk. Yeah. So wish I could run around this space.
Said to be near total. Updates will follow when we receive confirmation. End report.
Can I not go through here? I want to check out the hangar. Oh well. Okay, cannot go that way then. So we'll be talking to this chick. And then doing that. Yeah.
The report from Georgia was pretty grim. At least you were able to bring back a few survivors.
Nothing I couldn't handle. We rescued who we could.
It's bad out there. We rescued who we could, but it was too late for most of them.
You mean those sleepwalkers? The labs don't have a clue about how that started, or how to fix them.
Maybe we should have kept a couple alive then. Yeah, definitely.
What if there's no cure for them?
If they're just stuck reliving the same moment over and over again?
Trapped in their own head. Can't think of much worse than that.
Well, at least
Let's
they're
hope
not
there's a cure then.
feeling pain. Well, I guess they're still pain, but at least maybe it's a heavy time.
Any intel on the outsider, Commander? Somebody's got to be leading this invasion, right?
You mean Axis? Yes and no. But let's just keep that between you and me. It's complicated.
Well, that's cryptic.
Anyone
Yes.
could be listening in. And I've been tracking this case for too long to risk losing it now.
What do you think about Fox's paranoia? I don't think he's really paranoid. I mean, I guess technically think somebody's out to get him, but with aliens attacking who've been infiltrating society, I think he's okay
Is
to be
Falk getting
paranoid.
too paranoid?
Well now, that depends.
Depends on what.
Whether or not Falk's listening right now.
Guess that's true. Don't worry about more infiltrators.
We've already had one infiltrator. Think we've got more?
Heinrich says they're working on a test, but we've already got the monster that tried to blow us up. I say we just pry the information out of his head.
That might be why you're not allowed to interrogate him.
You didn't know his victims like we did. Knowing he was walking around the base, watching us for who knows how long,
How long
he'd want
has he
him dead
been here?
too.
That is a good point. How long has he been here? He's just been like hiding in the showers, just watching.
I'm going to get some answers.
Good luck.
Those doors still not open. Okay then, let's choose mission. Oh my. I guess those are all the bases that went dark. Select mission. Select the oh wait, okay, yeah, the thing is up here. Okay, squad management. Good. Okay. Mission selection. Let's see, we have, what is this? Ooh, we actually have minor operations. So Indianapolis, Indiana. Operation Guardian. Great Falls, Montana. And then we have Codebrakers, Bend, Oregon. I'm probably going to do that one since that's actually a DLC mission. News from the front. We're receiving reports of devastating earthquakes in San Francisco area. The damage in infrastructure and resulting fires in the major naval port has caused 82 lives and damaged one of the battleships, USS North Carolina. Our analysts theorize that the seismic activity may be the result of more outsider terror forming along the San Andreas fault line. And up here, oh, one more down there. New York. Trouble in the streets. Major communication lines have been cut off with New York City, but recon patrols and operatives provide multiple conflicting reports. State of emergency in city appears to have shut down the docks and many major roadways, with sleeper agents in position to starve the city as infection spreads. Operatives in the city are calling on national security preparedness to prevent rioting. And down in Florida, Miami, Florida, news from the front, global tensions. Much of the population fears the communication outage is outage is evidence of impending communist attack. None more than the residents of Miami who have long suspected that communist Cuba is allying with the USSR. Several independent reports suggest combat in the air and ground on the distant island. Operatives have evacuated many residents to fallout shelters under the pretense of a nuclear threat from Cuba. So Cuba is being attacked. Go Cuba. Let's just see, what does these missions even tell us? Recover artifact. The train carrying a highly classified alien artifact has derailed. Outsider involvement is assumed. Recover the artifact before the outsiders do. Interesting. Prevent missile launch. The outsiders have taken control of a hidden military missile facility. XCOM indicates they plan to launch their own weapons against our own weapons against us. Take back the facility and prevent the launch. And finally, Codebrakers. XCOM has lost contact with a key communications facility dedicated to intercepting and interpreting outside transmissions. Head to the facility and make contact with personnel there. Let's start that one, because that's the one I want to do the most, because that's the DLC thing. Fly, helicopter, fly! Oh, we can do all the side missions. I would like to do the train one. But that doesn't look good. That's a big satellite dish thing, and that does not look human. No trespassing. But then hit go. Okay, so we're off. Onto Codebrakers.
So this is where the analysts are stationed.
Yes, indeed. Listening for clues round the clock.
If they're so smart, why didn't they send us some kind of warning?
They could have been smart.
That's the problem. We lost contact just before the attack. With any luck, you can find some survivors.
Luck hasn't been on our side, Barnes.
Then, make your own, Carter.
Fair assessment, Mr. Leon.